This is all very meta, but I started reflecting on reflecting this morning, and it started because of a mirror, and I was thinking about the mirror, and I wanted to show you this as a reflection, but of course, I can't reflect you. I can only reflect the camera. I can't reflect you because actually the only person that can reflect on you and what you do in your life, and maybe as a piano teacher, well, you're the only person who can do that. But my biggest question to you is, when do you give yourself the time to do that? And I mean, truly. And I want to talk to you about two different ways of reflecting. You see, I've been reading recently and thinking about the work of Donald Schön, the educationalist, and just wanted to bring this to your attention. He talks about two different types of reflection: reflection in action and reflection on action. Now, the difference is reflection in action is that we are doing all the time when we are engaged in the act of teaching. We're reflecting on how a lesson's going, how a student is responding to the particular activities that we're giving them. We're constantly adapting, well, I hope we are, constantly adapting to what they can do, finding ways to challenge, finding ways to support, finding ways to develop and broaden their learning. And we're reflecting on our own practice at that point. But that's necessarily an in the moment thing. It's a terribly important thing. It's essentially what we're doing when we're engaged in formative assessment. And yet, the second type is the one that is sometimes put to one side. Reflection on action is that capacity to stand back and examine the whole art of teaching. And I've been doing that to some degree. In my new role as Principal Tutor on the Piano Teachers Course UK, I've necessarily been doing a lot of reflecting since I joined the team in September. And it's been wonderful to just take the time to do that, because that has had an impact on my own practice as a piano teacher. How could I not reflect on the company that I'm keeping, the team of illustrious tutors? And I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. I mean, you won't find a better team of tutors on the Piano Teachers course. The people, my colleagues, are just the best. Not only are they outstanding teachers in their own right, well informed, knowledgeable, they're outstanding musicians, but the best thing is that they are the most amazing people. And I can tell you that with every sincerity. So that's one thing that's really struck me about the Piano Teachers Course UK. And I've been involved with this for a little while now. I did a workshop last year, back in October. The other thing in my reflections on action since joining the team, and even before that, something struck me that I didn't expect. You see, we talk about music as permeating everything, and a good piano lesson being absolutely permeated by music. It goes without saying that music is just fundamentally important to any great piano lesson, that music should be central. Seems like such an obvious thing to say, and yet it's really worth saying. But what really struck me about PTC is that people come first. There is a sense of people being at the heart of everything. And of course, that is fundamentally the case when we teach piano, that our students, those relationships, are key to everything. And yet relationships are the key to everything at the Piano Teachers Course UK. The way that people laugh together, the way that people learn together, the way they spend time together, learning, exploring, questioning, playing table tennis, eating cake, drinking coffee, drinking wine occasionally. All of these things are to bring people together. And of course, laughing a lot, a lot. And the second part of my reflection on action is something that absolutely characterizes the Piano Teachers course. It would be really easy for me to feel that sense of imposter syndrome where there was such an established group of tutors. And yet the other thing that characterizes what we do on the course is the idea that we are all in a constant state of learning, because we're all learning from each other. As tutors, we go out of our way to attend other tutors' lectures and workshops and recitals, because that's the way we learn, that's the way we develop, and that's the way everything becomes magical. because everybody is getting the same ideas, and yet the ideas are cross-pollinating, and it becomes something beautiful that you can take to your own teaching studio and you can develop. And before you know it, your teaching has become magic and a source of creativity. And you're never sitting there going, but I don't know what to do. I think that attitude that nothing is ever finished, that we're constantly in this learning journey, is such a special part of PTC. So when you're reflecting, you might be saying, well, I haven't got time to do this. I do not have the possibility in my life to take a few days out of each year to follow a course where I'm going to get letters after my name and be with a load of like-minded people and immerse myself in music in the beautiful surroundings of the Purcell School. I don't have time to do that. And believe me, it would have been so easy for me to say, I haven't got the time to join the team. And I just think, what if I hadn't? So my overriding reflection on action for you is seriously consider coming and joining this family in whatever capacity, whether it's a foundation course if you're starting out in your career as a piano teacher, or the flagship CERT PTC course, which is something very, very special, or perhaps a fast track to a teaching diploma, or maybe the advanced course if you really want to get into the nitty-gritty of advanced teaching and advanced repertoire. But no time like that is misspent. This is the best possible gift that you can give yourself as a professional, yourself as a teacher. And in doing so, it's the best possible gift that you can give to your music students.